Okay, so what if I told you that you could build a full-blown web application, not by writing code, but just by, well, talking? It sounds like science fiction, right? But today we're diving into an absolutely mind-bending new tool that promises to do exactly that.
I mean, come on, we've all been there, right? You get that brilliant million-dollar idea for a website or an app, and then you hit that wall, that giant chasm between the idea that's buzzing in your head and an actual working product on the screen. It's a gap that stops so many amazing projects before they even get started.
And, it's easy to see why that chasm exists. The traditional way is, well, it's brutal. You're talking months, maybe years, of learning complex programming languages, trying to understand servers, databases, and that's not even mentioning the cost. The barriers to entry have always been incredibly high. Until now.
Well, this is where a tool called Lovable comes into the picture. It's an AI that's built to be that bridge across the chasm. It's designed to build complete, full-stack applications, and that means both the pretty front end that you see and the powerful back end that handles all the data, all from simple, natural language prompts. You just talk to it.
And this is the really key mindset shift you need to make. Don't think of it as just a tool, like a hammer. Think of it more like your personal AI developer or a co-pilot sitting right there with you. You're the director, you give the instructions, and you guide the whole development process, all through conversation.
And it's not just for simple stuff either. Just look at the sheer variety of what people are already building with this thing. We're seeing everything from a party dashboard where you can upload images and leave comments, to a custom fitness and macro calculator, AI-powered sales tools, and even, get this, a functional YouTube clone with video uploads and likes. The possibilities are just incredibly broad.
Okay, so how does this actually work? It's not some magic button you press once. It's more like a creative back and forth, a conversation with the AI, and it's all built around this simple three-step loop.
So step 1, you craft a really detailed prompt describing what you want. The more detail you give it, the better. Then the AI gets to work and spits out a first version, usually in just a few minutes. Now look, it's never going to be perfect right out of the gate, but that's your starting point. From there, it's all about refining, tweaking, and fixing bugs just by chatting with the AI and telling it what to change.
And check this out. Your initial prompt can be so much more than just text. You can seriously supercharge it. You can feed the AI a detailed document from ChatGPT to give it context. You can hand it a professional Figma design file, or even just a simple hand-drawn sketch. You can even use voice dictation to literally speak your ideas into existence.
And here's a crucial piece of advice, a real pro tip that came up again and again. Avoid trying to build your entire app in one giant, massive prompt. As Tech with Tim points out, you're always going to get a better result by building one feature at a time. So, for example, build the calculator first, get that working perfectly, and then ask the AI to add the landing page around it.
All right, so you've got V1 of your app up and running. Now what? Well, this is where the real collaboration, the fun part, begins. Lovable gives you this amazing toolkit to have that conversation with your AI copilot. Basically, you've got two main modes that talk to it. Agent mode is the default. You give it a command, and boom, the AI actively goes in and changes the code. But then you've got chat mode. And this is kind of like a safety net. In chat mode, the AI will only give you advice or help you write a better prompt. It won't actually touch your project. It's perfect for when you want to ask questions or just get some clarification before you commit to a change.
And the whole process of refining your app is it's so intuitive. You've got a live preview that's always updating. You can even click directly on an element, like a button on the screen, and tell the AI, hey, change just that one thing. And if you ever make a mistake or go down the wrong path, no problem. You can just rewind time with the version history.
This totally flips the whole idea of debugging on its head. Instead of digging through lines and lines of code trying to find some typo, he just described the problem in plain English. This prompt right here is a real example someone used to fix a broken link. And guess what? It worked perfectly.
Okay, so a simple website is one thing. That's cool. But what about a real, dynamic application? What happens when your app needs to remember users or save data? For that, your app needs a brain. It needs a backend.
Think about it. If you want people to create accounts or save their progress in a game or upload photos or leave comments, all of that information has to be stored somewhere, right? That's the job of a database and a backend which handles all that complex data stuff behind the scenes.
And this is where a service called Supabase comes into the picture. It's this incredibly powerful all-in-one back-end platform that basically acts as Lovable's perfect partner. It can handle all the heavy lifting for you, your database, user sign-ins, storage for files, and it's all designed to plug right into your Lovable's project, seamlessly.
And the best part? The integration is just ridiculously simple. You create a free project over on the Supabase website, you connect it inside Lovable with literally one click, and then you just start prompting for those powerful features. You just ask for a sign-in page, and Lovable will automatically use Supabase to build it for you. It's wild.
So when you kind of zoom out and look at the big picture, it becomes really clear this isn't just a new tool. It's a whole new way of thinking about how we create things. The skills you need to succeed here are totally different from traditional coding. The rules of the game have fundamentally changed.
Yeah, this quote from AI Academy it nails it. The key takeaway is to just mess around with it, test things out. It's less about having all the answers up front and more about being curious and embracing a bit of trial and error.
So what does that new skill set look like? Well, first off, you're the director, not the coder. Your whole game plan is iteration, building one small piece at a time. Your most powerful skill? It's just clear communication. And maybe most importantly, patience. Because bugs are going to happen, but hey, the fix is just another conversation away.
And all of this leaves us with one final, pretty amazing thought. For pretty much the first time ever, the biggest barrier between a great idea and a working app isn't code. It's just your ability to describe it clearly. The tools are here. So let me ask you, if you could build literally any app just by describing it, what would you create?